stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games. Man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
We're all out here dating our own emotional limitations and then acting shocked when we keep meeting the same person in different bodies. Dudes out here raging about how women only want money while completely missing that he's attracted to women who've been emotionally starved their entire lives. These probably aren't scheming gold diggers. They're trauma responses walking around in human form. Think about it. Chances are these women never got emotional safety as kids, never experienced genuine intimacy from male partners. So they learn to survive by securing the one thing emotionally unavailable men consistently offered: financial stability. They're not manipulating you. They're adapting to a lifetime of men who couldn't do emotional intimacy if their lives depended on it. And this creates the most brutal feedback loop imaginable. Men who can't provide emotional safety attract women who've given up on emotional connection. Then both sides point at each other like, see, this is what they're all like. It's like watching two people starving to death, fighting over crumbs instead of realizing they're both standing in an empty kitchen, refusing to learn how to cook. The real tragedy isn't that anyone's being used. It's that everyone involved has been so emotionally malnourished that they've created this hellscape where nobody gets what they actually need and everyone's just trading survival resources like NPCs. Maybe the problem isn't women wanting financial security or men feeling unappreciated. Maybe it's that we're all so scared of vulnerability that we'd rather construct elaborate theories about the opposite gender than just learn to hold space for feelings without losing our...
Hey, man. Dog man, listen. Hey, Dog man is always cooking. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason back in the building. Episode 3 of this spiritual nature of relationship series. You guys heard me say it a lot. Relationships are inherently spiritual. Well, we are breaking down the spiritual laws that no intimate relationship can ignore. Did you hear what Dog Man just laid down? Listen, I know you guys may be confused. When I say Dog Man, it's literally a cartoon clip, that voice you hear. And it's a cartoon dog. And he's just talking. He's like the dog therapist. And he's really cooking. Really? Somebody is saying the dog's name is Lenny. It better not be. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason on fire in the building once again. You already know what this is. You already know what it is. It's a national discussion about intimate relationships. And we tend to go deep. It's a deep dive to, into the nuance of relationships. Again, people think relationships are about just getting what you want and feeling good, but it's really a lot deeper than that, and you're going to see tonight's topic, the unseen laws, spiritual laws you must respect within intimate relationships. Episode 3, the law of resonance within intimate relationships. Yesterday was the law of authority. Oof, here we go. Here we go. The number to dial, 1-800-920-1580. I would love for you guys to call in and talk to me about it, share your thoughts, because I'm gonna pull some scabs off tonight, and I think it's important that we do so. Uncover how the magnetic pull of your... This is going to hurt. I'm sorry, this is going to hurt. Uncover how the magnetic pull of your inner vibration sets a clear destiny for your romantic and platonic bonds, where purity of energy attracts only its match. Now, I heard Michelle Obama, legendary, right? Queen Michelle Obama. I heard her mention about finding your match, and I thought that was quite interesting, her take on it. I thought it was dope. But I'm going to come from somewhat of a different angle. The law of resonance within intimate relationships. You attract what matches your vibration. Purity equals clear outcomes. Is this true? I would like to know what you guys think. It's about to get jarring. It's about to get triggering. 1-800-920-1580. You've never loved them. You resonated with the frequency of your own unfinished business that resides within them. Well, let me come back. I'm arguing that you've never loved them. You just resonated with the frequency of your own unfinished business that resides within them. What you chased wasn't the person, but the echo of your own disowned pain within your collective nervous systems. Resonance isn't romance. It's recognition of a vibrational match, a vibrational deja vu of wounds pretending to be destiny. You don't attract a soulmate. You summon the symptoms of what you need to reconcile internally. Most relationships are trauma theater. Sacred only in how precisely they expose your spiritual amnesia. True love isn't found in another. It's cultivated from within without the contamination of the unindividuated, non-integrated past. Until your frequency evolves beyond survival-based longing, you'll call abandonment intimacy and anxiety desire. Resonance is not confirmation. It's internal confrontation. You see? It doesn't validate who you are. It reveals who you've forgotten you were before your nervous system mistook pain for home. True unconditional love is not a feeling. It's a frequency upgrade. So when we say resonate, are you resonating at the level of your insecure attachment style? Can we frame it in that way? Does an insecure attachment style have a resonance? I mean, this is an interesting question. Why? Because you've heard of the anxious avoidant trap. Why is it that anxious people are attracted to avoidant people and vice versa? What is that about? Is there a frequency? Is there a type of gravity? I'm very interested to know what you think. Trauma bonds or frequency scripts. How childhood wounds write the music we mistake as love. Early emotional neglect creates schemas where chaos feels normal. making trauma bonds psychologically indistinguishable from passionate love. Nietzsche's repetition compulsion, right, exposes how our past unconsciously scripts our romantic fate. Was the breakup a mismatch of wounds? Can there be mismatched wounds like there are mismatched socks? Maybe the person didn't want you because you weren't a good wound fit. Oh, gosh. Really? Yeah. Yeah. The wound couldn't fit. That's interesting. Unhealed trauma vibrationally anchors us in karmic cycles, attracting soul contracts that aren't growth, but are actually reenactments. Neuroscience confirms childhood trauma reorganizes limbic structures, causing unconscious attraction to familiar pain dynamics. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. 1-800-920-1580. Call me. I want to know. Where are you resonating? Does resentment have a gravity? Does resistance have a type of gravity? Does unforgiveness have a type of gravity? Where do you resonate? 1-800-920-1580. I'm very interested. The law of resonance and how it affects your relationship. The law of resonance is not about love. It's about frequency echoes of the unhealed self. Resonance is the subconscious seeking of familiarity, not truth. Our inner wounds attract its shadow, its echo, its mirror, not its healer. Who did you break up with and why? Were you more of a contributor to the chaos that you claimed you didn't want or that you claim came from another? Maybe their toxicity wasn't as potent as your own, so they weren't a fit. These are just questions. I'm very interested to know where you resonate. Sartre's hell is other people, reframed. We are magnetized to those who mirror our concealed suffering. Ooh. According to Hermetic principles, vibrational frequency, not morality or intention, determines attraction. Oh, I'm being intentional. That's because your wounds has hunger, an insatiable hunger. Your wounds have expectations. Your wounds have a desire for some type of supply. Morality won't feed your wounds. Good people don't feed your familiarity does. Right? Yikes. That's ugly, right? Studies show codependent partners exhibit synchronized cortisol spikes, evidencing frequency-based trauma bonds. Let me come back. Let me throw that back at you. 1-800-920-1580. I got to say that one more time. Studies show codependent partners exhibit synchronized cortisol spikes, evidencing frequency-based trauma bonds. Chemistry is a damn lie. Why the nervous system falls in love with that which feels familiar, not with what is safe. You think it's... Listen, come on, man. The nervous system often interprets heightened arousal from stress as romantic chemistry due to trauma conditioning. People swear they know what they into. You don't know. Boy, when that bell get rung, no. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Plato's Divine Madness may just be ancestral trauma reenactments under the illusion of destiny? Where does your relationship actually resonate? Right? Where is your anchor? You think because you've been performing so well, right? You think because you do what they ask you to, that they won't leave you for someone who could do it better, or for someone who can supply something that is more familiar to them. Resonance or reenactment, when spiritual synchronicity is actually trauma in disguise. Boy, when I come forward, if you thought that I laid this topic flat, you got another thing coming.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
What about you? Yeah.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we're proud to be celebrating 4 years on the air, but we know we could not have made it this far without you. We work hard every single day to curate conversations that will enlighten, encourage, and empower you. So, from all of us at KBLA Talk 1580, a big thank you for your love and support.
You don't know how much you mean to me.
And by the way, if your smartphone did not update automatically, be sure to download our brand new KBLA 1580 app. We think you'll love all the new features, including new ways to send us photos and video in real time, whenever news breaks, while we're on the air. It's a new dawn, a new day for KBLA Talk 1580, and we're glad you're on this journey with us.
You never turned away, you were right there. Thank you.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, it's Matt, your leaf filter trusted pro. Gutters are an often neglected part of the home. They're also one of the most important. Clogged, overflowing gutters can cause serious problems like foundation damage or basement flooding, which can cost thousands of dollars to fix. Let's face it, cleaning gutters yourself is not only a hassle, it can be dangerous. But when you get Leaf Filter, you'll never have to worry about cleaning clogged gutters again. Get started today by visiting leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free inspection. If you decide to move forward, we'll professionally clean, realign, and seal your gutters before installing our patented stainless steel micro mesh system. Leaf Filter keeps out everything but the water. And it's backed by a lifetime transferable no clogs warranty. So you're protected for good. We're in your neighborhood and ready to help. Visit Leaf Filter today for a free inspection and estimate, and you could save up to 30%. Visit leaffilter.com/deal. That's leaffilter.com/deal.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
You soon as you came bouncing through the door. You and your mans and them just took over the floor. Started doing your thing mind, and it made me notice you even more. The way you turned around and looked at me, it seemed as though you must have somehow felt me staring on the low. Something tells me you're the kind of guy I'd like to get to know. I ain't even gonna front, I ain't even gonna lie. Since you walked up in the club, I've been giving you the eye. We can dance if you want, get it crackin' if you like. Must be a full moon, feel like one of those nights.
They wanted to, they would, in terms of long-term relationships, is bunk. Okay, it is not the truth. Why do I know it's not the truth? Because I am an expert in human behavior inside of romantic relationships, and the science does not support that. Here's what the science does support. People do not treat you how they feel about you. People treat you to the capacity that they can handle their own wounds and their own triggers inside of any given moment in the relationship. And the true fact of the matter is that most people out there have insecure attachment. And insecure attachment wounds, when triggered, will take their nervous system without their conscious consent into a state of fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, the 4F trauma responses. And when someone, for example, is in a state of fight, okay, so their nervous system has detected that there is this threat in front of them, maybe because they've received some critical feedback, and their attachment wound around maybe feeling defective has been activated. The way that they can defend against the shame that's coming up without even them knowing it is to pretend like what has happened, what you have said has happened, hasn't really happened. So they will get defensive and say, no, that's not true, or you're wrong, or you've misinterpreted it. Because if they can give you that response, subconsciously, that quells the shame that's coming up for them. But all of this is happening subconsciously. It's not happening out of their conscious awareness. And people can't really learn to white knuckle through this. Just having awareness of it isn't enough. You can have awareness of it, but when you're in the trigger cycle, it's lightning fast. And so those defensive responses are going to come up before you can pause and take a breath, even if you have awareness that you tend to get defensive. Or if you shut down during conflict and your trauma responses freeze. You can't just white knuckle and override your nervous system and suddenly become someone who has the capacity to engage and to be empathetic and to be mindful and to be open and curious. Those things only come online inside of your brain when your nervous system reaches what we call a ventral vagal state of safety. That is the state of social engagement or connection. That is where our empathy lives, and it's derived from here, okay? Not our emotional midbrain. And so when I say that people truly have capacity...
Hey, I don't know who that is. That might be... Who is that lady? That might be Samantha from Bewitched. That might be her daughter, Tabitha. I don't know. But Tabitha, Dr. Sarah, from TikTok. She be cooking. Dr. Sarah Hensley. Listen, I'm hearing it when you hear it. She was definitely cooking. 100%. Had you not done this, I wouldn't have. Where do you resonate? I'm asking a real question. Do insecure attachment styles have a gravity, a resonance even, maybe even a gravitas? You could feel the avoidance. I'm starting to be the insecure attachment style whisperer. I have 2-3 sentence long conversations with folk now, and I'll be like, huh. Hey. I'll be like, huh. Oh, you might be a mixture. Oh. I'm the wound whisperer for sure. The myth of compatibility. How matching wounds masquerades as perfect alignment. What we call compatibility may just be mutual trauma, right? Mutual trauma bonding and confirmation bias of core wounds. That's ugly. Confirmation bias of core wounds. Oh my God. Wow. This is deep. A lot of people don't even know their attachment style. I'm sitting in the cigar lounge, and what I got to take a moment real quick to thank Tavis Smiley for listening to my brother who's at the rival radio station, right? My brother, Guy Black, calls Tavis and Elston, and they say, hey, why is Zoe doing sports? And they're like, we brought him on for sports. He be killing in there talking about Kobe and them. He said, man, y'all tripping. That's not what he owned. If you put him in what he owned, he gonna go off. So he was like, what is he on? That relationship talk, that's where Zoe is supposed to be. So, and the reason why I'm thanking these guys, not because, they offered me a position here to do what I love to do, which is help people, but the voice is getting out there. It's starting to proliferate the streets, right? So I'm sitting in the cigar lounge, and there are guys who struggle with relationship, young guys, millennial guys. These guys are like, hey, man, help me. Can I come in here? Help me, bro. And they're like, yo, I say, hey, man, go look up your attachment style. Brother came back with his whole chart. Like, look, I said, now, is one way to do it online, but I suggest you go to therapy. He was like, can I come to you? I said, no, I got somebody for you, though. Then you come back to me for the coaching. He was like, I got it. But now guys are starting to talk. This is heavy stuff we're doing. And I just want to thank Tavis and the crew for allowing me to do what I do. Listen, when I come forward, we're going to start this national discussion.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Tammy Eswick with BIN News Now. We're hearing from Black Congresswoman LaMonica McIver after she pleaded not guilty to federal charges that she interfered with federal authorities and their investigation on May 9th.
No matter what they put on their Twitter, we know that the facts are on my side, and we're going to be in court defending those.
McIver was there with several other black lawmakers, including Newark Mayor Ras Baraka, they say, to inspect that ICE facility. And we're following a developing story. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer was rushed to the hospital early this morning. Reports say he was at the Senate gym when he said he was feeling lightheaded. Turns out he was dehydrated, but he didn't find that out until he got to the hospital. This comes as meteorologists say today is the last day of a harsh June heat wave for some parts of the U.S. The Mid-Atlantic and Southeast have to wait until Friday. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Tired of feeling alone in your job search? With just one connection, you can find endless job opportunities. That connection is Express Employment Professionals. Don't go it alone. Visit expresspros.com to find the location nearest you. That's expresspros.com.
Hi, I'm Jesse Jackson Jr., inviting you to join me weekdays at 12 noon, right after Tavis Smiley, here on KBLA Talk 1580. As a law school graduate and a theologian with a firm grasp of our body politic given almost 2 decades in Congress, my show is the fresh new home of an authentic, uncompromised quest for transformation and salvation, both personal and collectively, as I vigorously interrogate the theological and symbolic meanings embedded in our society. I promise to leverage my knowledge of history, theology, and both international and domestic issues to imagine an inclusive vision for the future, which I hope will inspire all of us to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as a given, not just an aspiration. So join me weekdays at 12 noon right after Tavis Smiley for 2 hours of the Jesse Jackson Jr. Show, only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, it's Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. Are you tired of stains stealing your shine? California Cleaners is where you go to rescue your wardrobe. They don't just clean, they elevate. Hand washing, crisp laundry, and precise alterations, all while keeping your wallet happy. Listen, all you gotta do is connect with them in the beautiful city of Inglewood. Whether it's grass-stained jeans, silk that's seen better days, or a hemline emergency before date night, you're on deck with California Cleaners, located at 1326 North La Brea Avenue, Inglewood, California.
It's me, Olay Indulgent Moisture Body Wash. I see those dry elbows, baby. But don't worry, get moisturized right in the shower. So hydrated you can skip the lotion after.
Don't wanna see it dry no more. Skin so moisturized with body wash.
Look at you now, no more dry skin. Your skin gets the moisture it craves with
Olay Indulgent Moisture Body Wash.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Silly of me, devoted so much time to find you unfaithful, boy. I nearly lost my mind. Drive past your house every night in an unmarked car, wondering what she had on me to make you break my heart. Yeah, me feel I'm so gone. So nights I couldn't sleep. You let the sun beat you home.
I will attract into my life what I am, not what I want. And I am capable of attracting all things that the source is capable of attracting. You get what you are rather than what you want. You can't go around and ask these divine beings, angels, whatever you want to call them. You have to become like they are. When you become angelic, when you become a divine being yourself, when you are giving, when you are serving. When you
we got to pull this back. We got to play this again. I'm sorry. This is one of my favorites right here. We got to give him an introduction. Boy, how we just gonna slip Wayne Dyer? Man, Tavis Smiley was on PBS. And so was Wayne Dyer. I would watch Tavis and Wayne. Is you crazy? Wayne Dyer used to cook. Rest in peace, Wayne Dyer. He's one of those spiritual cats that I loved in the 90s. I'm watching him like, hey, that makes sense. And, you know, the little old white man got this really approachable energy. Hey, now just listen. It's your frequency, your vibration now. You're going to bring it in. You got to stop thinking that way. I be in there like, hey, I can remember, I'm working at Maverick Records. I'm senior VP Black Music A&R. I got my feet up watching PBS and Wayne Dyer. It's the truth, man. But if you're listening to what he's saying, now, let me come back. I can't shout out Wayne unless I shout out the homie Murti. Because Krishnamurti is the one who started all of this talk. So if you're listening to Wayne Dyer and Wayne Dyer is saying, you know, vibrational match and frequency, that's all the mirror of relationship that Krishnamurti talked about in the 20s and the teens. Do you understand? So just know that there's a spiritual through line for all of these ideas. And now psychology is picking up on these terms. Mirror neurons and trauma bonding. All of this is coming out of Krishnamurti's work. I suggest you get Krishnamurti's book, The Mirror of Relationship is what it's called. And I think it's Chastity, Sex, and Marriage, I believe. But it's called The Mirror of Relationship. Go get it. And now when you hear Wayne Dyer, you're going to understand thank you, Wayne, for saying it. I loved it, pulled me in. He was a vibrational match for the message, but he wasn't the author of the message. Is that the correct title of the book, Andy? Yep, that is it. The Mirror of Relationship, Love, Sex, and Chastity by Krishnamurti. Play that clip.
I will attract into my life what I am, not what I want. And I am capable of attracting all things that the source is capable of attracting. You get what you are rather than what you want. You can't go around and ask these divine
Stop
beings.
it. I'm sorry. It's too good. If somebody say, you know what, you could have acted better. You acted wrong. You know, you showed up this way, and I need you to show up this. I showed up as a vibrational match for what's up with you. I'm not here to fix what's up with you. I'm here to reflect what's up with you back to you. You've got to claim your curriculum. Say it with me, church. Claim your curriculum. Your partner that walks into your life is offering you an opportunity to claim your curriculum. But we've been taught to run and blame. Now, I'm not talking about the people that are abusive. And when I say abusive, I mean like putting hands on, physically abusive. I'm talking about the people that are challenging. I'm talking about the people that challenge you in ways that actually hurt you. Yeah. You know, those successful marriages that have been through wars and came through it and were better for having come through it. Oh, yeah. The concept of kintsugi in my 2015 book, The Relationship Dismount. How are you healing these relational ruptures? They should make you stronger as opposed to causing you to double down and say, this just ain't gonna work. Do you see what I'm saying? It's building your intimacy resilience, your intimacy muscle. That's what it's for. That person who came into your life is always a magnetic frequency vibrational match. The reason why I keep interrupting Wayne is because he's absolutely saying it. What if the new attachment style is actually frequency? We are attached to frequencies. Play it again.
I will attract into my life what I am, not what I want. And I am capable of attracting all things that the source is capable of attracting. You get what you are rather than what you want. You can't go around and ask these divine beings, angels, whatever you want to call them. You have to become like they are. When you become angelic, when you become a divine being yourself, when you are giving, when you are serving, when you are in that place, they will come to you. Put that into your imagination. I am well. I am happy. I am content. I am fulfilled. Even if your senses tell you that you're depressed, you don't say I am depressed, because if you say I am depressed, you connect with depression, and the universal source, God, whatever you want to call it, will align in such a way to offer you whatever it is.
More depression.
I will.
Wayne Dyer's on fire. Wayne Dyer is on fire. Say it with me, church. Wayne Dyer is on fire. Come on. Frequency is the new attachment style, rethinking anxious and avoidant labels through the law of vibration. Are you resonating at an avoidant vibration? Are you resonating at an anxious vibration? Listen, you can change the vibration by changing the thought, right? Thoughts carry their own vibration. Okay, Zodan got woo-woo. Okay, I want you to get theoretical physicist Dr. David Bohm's book, right? Thought as a system. Then, after you read that, I want you to get The Limitations of Thought, which is a conversation between the great Krishnamurti and Dr. David Bohm. I want you to get that book and then read it again and tell me if I'm still woo-woo. Attachment styles are vibrational habits formed through survival responses, not fixed identities. You don't claim your insecure attachment style like you claim your damn zodiac sign. When I come forward, I promise I'm talking to folks.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Imagine a Los Angeles where everyone can thrive, where communities have access to the resources they need to succeed. That's the vision of Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. They're dedicated to improving life in LA County by providing educational support, employment assistance, and spaces for community engagement. By 2050, they want LA to be the best place to connect, create, learn, live, and play. They're working toward an education system that's well-resourced and culturally responsive, becoming a hub for artists and innovators, and making sure everyone has access to healthy food, quality healthcare, and safe housing. It's about building a future where we all have the chance to succeed. We invite you to learn more about their mission and get involved with Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu!
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
You know you want some more. More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, Andy, do me a favor, man. Can we just show some love to Brandy? This is the sound of Los Angeles. Am I lying? Come on.
Trying to move in close to get to where you are. Not trying to be rude, baby, baby. Nothing venture, nothing gain. So I'm telling you, baby, 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 baby.
This person is asking what makes a narcissist choose one person over the other. So this brings up the situation where a lot of people think that narcissists go after weak people. They go after people that are easy to manipulate. This can be true in some circumstances, but me personally, as a diagnosed narcissist, I need a strong person. I like strong, successful women, and independent women just do something to me. It's always been that way. Probably because I was raised by strong women. Every strong person in my life growing up was a strong woman. But other people, they might target people that are coming out of situations, coming out of marriages, of toxic situations that are vulnerable and things like that. With a lot of narcissists, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. The better you are doing in your life, the higher the esteem that comes to the narcissist for bagging you or for pulling you. Men and women and non-binary people. I feel like when you are dealing with a narcissist, who you are determines the direction the relationship goes in. If you have strong boundaries, the relationship goes nowhere. If you have weaker boundaries, then the relationship ends in a toxic situation.
You mean to tell me that narcissists can feel, they can sense their prey? This is like an X-Men superpower. That's what it feel like. It feel like a codependent. SLDD, self-love deficient. Like, what is good? Is that what's happening? Your frequency is calling them in? Let me tell you something, man. Individuation, self-healing. Yes, you're going to need help self-healing. The help that you get is going to point to the work. The help that you get can't do the work for you. So a great clinical psychologist, a great therapist, clinician, LCSW, LMFT, MFT, whatever, PsyD, PhD, they're going to point to the work, and you're going to have to do the work. So take credit for the work that you've done. When you start to heal, you shift the vibration. You shift the frequency. Man, I've been on a healing war path over the last few years. And I'm not done. And you shouldn't be either. We got callers on the line. Let's go. Who's been on the longest? Atala, my niece from Houston, Texas. Atala, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Hey, yo.
What up?
I love this series. This is so fire.
Oh, the spiritual, the laws of the spiritual relationship series. However I worded it. Yeah, that series.
Yes. No, it's so fire. It's so fire. And this particular episode has me thinking about the way we look at manifestation.
Ooh.
I think we are transactional in the way that we look at manifestation, because we're transactional when it comes to anything that involves miracles or trying to manifest. Right? That's why we pray the way we do. We pray in a supplication fashion, in a begging fashion, in a, oh my gosh, it has hit the fan type of fashion.
My.
I ain't cuss.
Keep going.
But let me just say, and I'm gonna say this real quick. Something that's been helping me lately is not detaching from the entire situation, person, or what have you, but detaching from the outcome. Hence, hello, Krishnamurti. I think it's really, really important. Krishnamurti.
Yeah.
It's really, really important that we latch onto that idea of letting go of the outcome, because I think the more that you're trying to manifest a specific outcome, the farther away you're actually going to get from what you need. Because we're always convinced that what we want is what we need, right? Wow. So if you have the wrong frame of mind and you're manifesting from a space of lack or from a space of desperation or anger or sadness, whatever it is, then yes, that is what you're like. That is literally, as you say, vibrationally aligned to you. So we can't get mad when I'm manifesting a partner.
No. You just opened up a can of whoopee. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, you're telling me that your unhealed wounds have magic. They have the power to manifest. Your unhealed wounds is that witchcraft? A new take on witchcraft? It's the wound that's doing the manifesting. Do you see? Oh, wait, stop right there. I have a point right here for you, because you just said this and it lines right up. You can only manifest at the level your frequency stabilizes. Secure love requires a vibrational shift. Secure love requires a vibrational shift. You can only manifest at the level your frequency stabilizes. So many people are manifesting from an unhealed space, an unindividuated space. What are your thoughts on that? You just said this, and now I'm looking at my note. It's right there. Talk to me.
Yeah. Well, you know, me and you connected, child. We connected. Yeah. But no, I mean, like, I'll give you an example of a time that I manifested from an unhealed space. So I was coming out of a phase of a more anxious leaning space, because, you know, I kind of more so aligned with like fearful avoidance. I'm getting away from it. But in that space, in an anxious space, manifesting from there, you know what I manifested?
What?
A clingy partner. Right in time for me to swing back to avoidance.
So you
manifested. That's not a coincidence.
You manifested an anxious person.
Uh-huh.
And you needed, hey, hold on. I need to swing back to the other side, because of the fearful avoidance goes back and forth. But did you go back for a good reason, or was it out of anxiety? Talk to me.
It was out of straight anxiety. I mean, you already know. But it was out of straight anxiety and panic. And it kept me in a loop with this person, like, consistently. And it's wild, because you find yourself, when you finally manifest what you're vibrationally aligned to, you find yourself questioning, I ain't asked for this. I didn't sign up for this. That's when you start hearing people say stuff like that. Yes, you did. If I am seeking to manifest in the vibration of desperation or loss, grief, whatever you want to call it, that is exactly what I'm going to attract. It only makes sense. And I've literally seen myself do this. And I've seen myself swing from anxious to avoidant in the same relationship. So I say all that to say, really, we focus so much on the object, the objectification, like I said, of love the other day. we're not focusing on the intent of our manifestation or the intent behind our manifestation, if that makes sense. And you could call it woo-woo, but to me, prayer is the same thing. If I'm praying to the Most High for a job, but I'm praying in the midst of feeling unappreciated, feeling undervalued, well, what am I going to get? More of that. And I'll be on to the next job right after that.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, let me just say this, niece. Listen, you in the dojo, Zoe's dojo. You in there training. You learning that Wing Chun, girl. You in here cooking. I love it.
Just because you be doing me wrong, Theo. He be giving me assignments, talking about write a synopsis. And I just be sitting here pecking over on my little iPad, like, But let me tell you, I'm so thankful for the work that I've been doing with you. And I'm so thankful for I'm joking about writing the synopsis, but honestly, like, being able to write my thoughts clearly helps me see the error of my own ways.
Yeah.
So that's my, I guess, advice, so to speak. Find something that's going to help you see you, and don't run from it. Like, just sit in it, because that's the only thing that's going to help you know if you're pure in your intentions. But that's it.
I love it. Guess what you just did, Atala?
All right, Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas is on the board. Who else is going to put their city on the board? Put your city on the board right now. Call me at 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, more from the phone lines.
Words just ain't enough, baby, baby. That's all I can use to stay my intentions. Hope it gets to love, baby, baby. It's a perfect situation.